Here comes your pre-market summary for Wednesday, March 22nd. It's Fed Day. We're holding on to positive territory, or trying to at this point, for early start here for U.S. stocks, but coming off a positive showing yesterday and ahead of what is to come this afternoon. Here's how futures are setting up right now. The S&P exactly, look at that. Dead flat so far. Same story for the Dow. The NASDAQ, slight decline there, 0.1%. Positive showing yesterday, but all eyes going to be on what is to come this afternoon. Still a quarter point expected from the Fed going into the 2 p.m. decision. There it is, 5% versus 4.75 in the previous announcement. So we'll look for that quarter point coming up from Fed Chair Powell. I think what's going to be more important, though, is the comments and the press conference that follow at 2:30. If they do go a quarter point on the rate hike as expected, do we get pause announcement or something indicating that they plan to pause then going forward from Fed Chair Powell? So we'll pay close attention to both. That's how the S&P 500 setting up. Huge day yesterday. Same story for the NASDAQ. There's the Qs looking really good on the daily chart. If you zoom out a little bit, still a long way to go, obviously, but back towards that 312, 313 high. Going back to February. A few things of note this morning. NVDA, one of those. More positive analyst moves this morning after yesterday's event and announcement of a ton of new AI-related products and agreements with other companies. So NVDA looking to extend those gains from yesterday. Speaking of extending gains, 50% to the upside right now for GameStop in the pre-market after better than expected earnings, and they swung to a profit in their latest quarter. We'll talk about GME, all the meme stocks moving along with that, obviously. There's Tesla as well, coming off that announcement yesterday. Moody's going to not junk on their bonds, and they also posted better than expected Chinese sales data as well from last month for Tesla, looking pretty good here as well in the pre-market. Speaking of China, Nike was initially higher following earnings, did turn negative though. Chinese market still a bit of a question mark. Some inventory problems for Nike as well remain. So we'll have a look at NKE off earnings. FRC back on watch as well to the downside once again this morning. Still more question marks about their future going forward. Big tech going to be important today. Huge day for Meta yesterday. Alphabet as well back to the upside. We'll look to those as we get to hear from Fed Chair Powell coming up at 2 o'clock, guys. We're live at 8:30. As always, we'll see you shortly on TraderTV.Live.